各位记者
Friends from the press, good afternoon. Welcome to the regular press conference of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Now the floor is open.
发言人北京
Beijing Daily. China announced that the Namibian president will visit China. Can you share the program of the visit and China's expectations? How does China view its relations with Namibia? This will be the president's first visit to China since taking office. During the visit, President Xi Jinping will hold a welcome ceremony and welcome banquet for her, and the two presidents will hold talks. Premier Li Qiang and chairman of the NPC Standing Committee Zhao Leji will meet with her respectively. The presidents will also visit Guangdong Province and Sichuan Province. China and Namibia are comprehensive strategic cooperative partners enjoying traditional friendship. Over the past 36 years of diplomatic relations, the two countries have withstood the changing international landscape and emerged stronger in bilateral ties. Today, the two countries enjoy ever-deepening political mutual trust and fruitful cooperation. We are working together to achieve development and prosperity and stand in solidarity for international fairness and justice. We believe this visit will bring the relations to a new height and contributes to building an all-weather China-Africa community with a shared future for the new era and the pursuit of the Global South for strength through unity. Next one, please.
Good afternoon. A question from
路透社，美国和欧盟表达了关切。中方最近出台了一个新的民族法案，中方能否确认该法律是否有涉外权限？
上个月，国务院
Last month, the Office of Information of the State Council made a press conference, made an introduction to this law. You can refer to that. What I want to emphasize that China is a united, multi-ethnic country. The ethnic groups maintain the relationship of equality, solidarity, mutual assistance, and harmony. This law would be conducive to the protection of the legal rights of all ethnic groups and the strengthening of the solidarity of different ethnic groups. The Chinese government always attached great importance to protecting the cultures of ethnic minorities and safeguard the use of their own languages in accordance with law. The practice and achievement have been widely endorsed by the global community. Individual organizations and individuals are ideologically biased and out of the purposes of political manipulation. They ignore the achievements of China's socio-economic development and human rights governance. They are partially smearing the policies of China's ethnic policies and fabricating misinformation and interfering in China's interfering affairs. China firmly opposes that. We urge relevant parties to respect basic facts, stop spreading the rumors, and stop hyping up the so-called ethnic questions to interfere in China's internal affairs. Next question, please.
谢谢发言人，深圳卫视执新闻记者提问。
Recently, the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration recently released its 2026 report to the Congress on improving international fisheries management, in which announced negative certifications for China over illegal fishing and other issues. Does the Foreign Ministry have any comment on this? These certifications announced by the U.S. pursuant to its domestic law has neither factual evidence nor basis in international law. It is stark political manipulation with the malicious aim of thwarting the development of China's distant water fishing industry. We deplore and reject this move. China is a responsible fishing nation with a zero-tolerance policy for illegal fishing, with sound legislation, strict enforcement, and rigorous judicial oversight. It has ranked among the top in compliance with assessments of regional fisheries management organizations. In April 2025, China officially acceded to the agreement on port-state measures to prevent, deter, and eliminate illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. It has been playing an active role in global fisheries governance and maritime fishery resources protection. In contrast, the U.S. has a deplorable track record in illegal fishing. marine resource depletion, and ocean pollution. It has been overfishing tuna beyond quotas in Western and Central Pacific Ocean, with numerous cases of violations identified by the Inter-American Tropical Tuna Commission. What the U.S. should do is to reflect on itself rather than smear others. China stands ready to work with all parties to improve global fisheries governance, uphold international maritime order, and contribute to conservation and sustainable use of maritime resources through concrete actions. Next question, please.
Good afternoon. Question.
法新社，印度总理莫迪表示，日本和印度将在关键矿产方面加强合作。他是在周四说的。此前，他与日本首相高市早苗进行了会谈，中方对该会谈有何评论？
国家间
Cooperation between countries should be conducive to the understanding and trust of the countries in the region and the safe and peace and stability of the region. It should not target any third party or harm the interests of third party. Neither should that be conducted in the name of exclusive circles and to hype up confrontation. Safeguarding the stability and the security of the global supply and interest chain is the shared responsibility of all countries. Parties should remain open and play a constructive role in this regard. Next question, please.
谢谢发言人。总台 CGTN 记者提问。
CGTN. It is reported that the second medical assistant team for DRC has come to the DRC. Could you please share more information? China has attached great importance to the latest Ebola outbreak in Africa and promptly dispatched its first 5-member medical expert team to the Democratic Republic of the Congo to provide services and guidance for the local epidemic response. The team's work has been highly commended by all parties. In the early hours of July the 3rd, the second Chinese government medical expert team departed Beijing for the DRC. The second team is composed of experts in epidemiology, clinical treatment, and health quarantine. Building on the work of the first team, it will continue to strengthen exchanges with the DRC and international organizations and improve scientific and technological cooperation in light of local conditions and the needs of the DRC. As the Ebola outbreak continues to spread, China stands ready to continue providing assistance within its capacity to African countries and help Africa overcome the epidemic at an early date. Next question, please.
Another question from Reuters.
路透社，一个西藏独立运动人士在纽约联合国总部门前自焚身亡，外交部对此有何评论？
We've noticed relevant coverage. It is believed that relevant country would handle it in accordance with its own law. What I want to emphasize that Xizang has been always an inalienable part of China's territory since ancient times.
下一个问题。
Next question, please.
谢谢发言人。中新社记者。
It is reported that Taiwan's so-called Ministry of Foreign Affairs said recently that Taiwan is prepared to re-establish diplomatic relations with Honduras. President Paraguay, when visiting Taiwan, claimed to encourage Honduras to pay attention to Paraguay's relationship with Taiwan. However, Honduras Foreign Minister said that Honduras has already refuted claims of alleged contact with Taiwan and reaffirmed that there have been no contacts between the two sides. In terms of political influence, Taiwan cannot be compared with the Chinese mainland. Based on the principle of continuity of state policy, we must respect the diplomatic shift made in 2023. For China, the One China principle is not for negotiations. What is your comment? We commend Foreign Minister Aguado's remarks on China. The One China principle is a prevailing international consensus and a basic norm in international relations. It bears on international justice and is where global opinion trends and the arc of history bends. The Taiwan authorities are going against the overwhelming tide. All separatist acts aimed at Taiwan independence are doomed to fail and will bring nothing but shame. Since diplomatic ties were established between China and Honduras in 2023, bilateral relations have grown rapidly on the basis of the One China principle with fruitful outcomes in practical cooperation. Facts have fully proven that the establishment of diplomatic relations serve the fundamental and long-term interests of both countries and peoples. On the basis of One China principle, China stands ready to advance relations with Honduras for the greater benefit of both peoples. Next question, please.
还有其他问题吗？
Any more questions?
One more question from AF.
法新社。香港书商林荣基此前批评中国，他星期四在台北去世，中方对此有何评论？
This is not a diplomatic question. Next question, please.
Hi, question from Bloomberg.
彭博社报道，一些主要的欧洲国家现在接受通过霍尔木兹海峡航行的船只将必须向伊朗和阿曼支付费用。中方认为这样的费用是可以接受的吗？中方反对哪些费用？是否担心这会成为先例？
The Strait of Hormuz is a strait for international navigation. Resuming safe and free passage in the strait at an early date serves the interests of all parties. A proper settlement is needed to address the disruption at the Strait of Hormuz, and the shared concerns in the international community need a proper response. China stands ready to maintain communication on this with relevant countries and the international community. Next question, please. Any more questions? This concludes today's press conference. Thank you.